Hi, today we're going to take a look at an external power solution by IndiPRO Tools that will help you extend the battery life of your camera. So let's take a look at what this can actually do. Before we dive in, I want to explain just a little bit about what this unit does and why you would want to use one. As we all know, especially with video and even more so with 4K video, battery life on cameras has been an issue. You can buy a number of batteries and switch between them, of course, but what if you are just in the middle of a shoot and your battery dies? One option is to buy a grip for your camera and then have two batteries. This is of course an option, but it makes the camera larger and it doesn't necessarily fit in a camera cage if you have one. And on some cameras, Sony A7 series, even two batteries are not always enough for long days of shooting. So here comes the IndiPRO Tools solution to the rescue. What they have come up with is using a dummy battery, basically a simple plastic shell which looks like a battery with connectors, and a cable that connects to an external unit. Now there is of course nothing new with dummy batteries, almost every manufacturer has them. Nikon, for example, are pretty expensive, but you can find third-party ones as well, and they allow you to connect your camera to AC power and run it for as long as you like. The drawback is of course that you don't always want to depend on AC power. This is where the IndiPRO Tools solution gets into the picture. Instead of connecting the dummy battery to the AC power, you get a pretty small case with 2 or 4 slots of batteries which you can mount on your cage and power your camera for a very long time, and even hot swap batteries, at least on some of the models. So let's take a closer look at the unit. As we've mentioned, it has two parts: the main unit, which has in our case 2 battery chambers, and the cable with a dummy battery that goes into the camera and connects to the unit. The battery chambers are made out of hard plastic, but the body of the unit is made in the US from metal, and we can tell you that it is pretty rugged, as it actually fell to the floor a couple of times and continued working without any problems. Our unit, which hosts 2 EN-EL15 Nikon batteries, will only power the camera when both batteries are inserted. However, there is a 4-bay version which will work when 2, 3 or 4 batteries are inserted, so you can very easily hot swap them, which is something that you can't really do with a regular battery grip. The unit has 2 1/4" 20 mounts, one on each side. You can decide for yourself how you want to use them. We attached a quick release plate on one side, which connects to a special attachment that we made on the side of our camera cage. We also connected a screw with a tiny handle and a Velcro strip on the other side of the unit, which we can hang on almost anything when we are not using our cage. In our testing, we had no problems with the unit. The build quality is great, the batteries are held firmly, and you are basically going to get 2 to 4 times the power that you are normally getting with a single battery, which is more than enough for most shooting situations. The real beauty of the IndiPRO system is that you have different versions of dummy batteries for different cameras, and different versions of modules that host batteries from different brands. To put this another way, you can get a unit which works with Nikon batteries and runs a Sony camera, or the other way around, depending on which camera you have and what type of batteries you prefer. The only thing that might have made this unit even better in our opinion was if the battery compartment would have been user replaceable, so you can change your unit to work with different type of battery if you wanted to. Also very cool addition could have been an AC power connector socket in the main unit, so that in places where you do have an access to AC power you could have used it, but otherwise still have the flexibility that batteries give you. Finally, pricing, which is pretty affordable and is set between $100 and $120 for the main unit and a dummy battery, but you'll still have to provide your own batteries, so keep this in mind. So this was our look at the IndiPRO Tools battery extending solution. As always, you can read the full review on lensvid.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you on the next video.